Vintage alike. Collecting miniature models of their favorite mates is a hobby that at times accompanies the fascination for speed and design on the racetrack. On Cultural Lifestyle segment this week, we'll introduce to you a 23-year-old here in Hanoi who has gone beyond collecting ready-made toy figurines to mold his own miniature collection of Italian sport bikes. Surprisingly, all from e-waste.
A collection of motorbike toy models that is completely handmade from scratch, each detail not too far in resemblance from ready-made die-cast model brands. Around 50 models make up the craft library started in 2008. Its owner, 23-year-old Nguyễn Văn Long, grew up with a fascination for sports bikes, particularly Italian brand name Ducati. Long spent his childhood closely observing every new model that was released, redrawing every line to each nut and bolt. Researching the mechanism of each model, Lang also designed his own version of Ducatis. He says drawing helps him better understand how to engineer and reconstruct the bikes in miniature form. Each draft takes Lang approximately 5 minutes, with detailed drawings taking up to 30 minutes. The art enthusiast once aspired to study at the Hanoi University of Industrial Fine Arts and gained a love for handmade crafts from a very young age.
My grandfather was a very talented artist. Since I was little, he taught me many techniques in making handicrafts, especially drawing skills. Ever since, I've been very much inspired to follow this hobby in my free time. Sports bikes are a source of great passion for me. I'm fascinated with its speed, the shapes and designs, and even the sound of the engine, its engineering mechanisms. It's all quite amazing to me.
From his attic workshop, Long makes good use of electronic waste left over from his father's computer business. Dissecting disk drives and printer cartridges, he gathers the bits and bobs to construct his die-cast models. The nails used to connect a disc, for example, can easily be used to connect a kickstand to this model motorbike. Lam traces the features of the model on aluminum sheets. He then cuts, bends, and sharpens the pieces into the final mold that he needs. With each model taking 2 to 3 months to craft, not only is each detail refined, the motorbike also functions quite well.
This is a motorbike that I designed. I used the engine system of an old PC hard drive to construct the front part of the motorbike, enabling the wheels to turn. With this vintage Vespa that I made, in order to construct this protruding part in the back engine, I used some very familiar to our daily life, a spoon which is very resembling to this part.
Every week, Lam goes to an offline meeting of other sports bike enthusiasts. Here, there are those who ride actual Ducatis, those who collect ready-made die-cast models, and even those who are beginners in the field, with all of whom Lam shares his creations and interests. Pham Mạnh Linh has been a die-cast motorbike collector for 18 years, and is also one of the senior enthusiasts in Hanoi's die-cast motor club.
A kid with an absolute hand for talent, I'm extremely impressed by Long's level of commitment, patience, and meticulousness in creating these designs, some of which he's been able to design himself. He's a role model that I hope to see more in today's youth.
Long's dream, understandably, is to one day be able to purchase and ride a Ducati of his own. But that won't mean his passion to continue handicraft making will stop. He hopes to be able to eventually start a club to teach others interested in Ducati and sports bike how to craft models from e-waste, thereby also spreading the passion for handmade goods to his generation.